Hey everyone, welcome back to Global Life. So here I am on Recurrent. I'm literally in the hotel room. Now, the reason why I'm trying not to do this too fancy or too different is because I really want to show you how simple this is going to be. What is going to be? Well, my favorite note taking ground school method. That's it. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Now, wait, before we get going, I want to let you know and let you in on a new exciting development. We've created a new community on School. It's free, it's open to all, and I'd love for you to join us. You'll find all sorts of courses, new videos, and most of all, just people who, just like you, love aviation and want to share that passion with others. And so I'll put the links down below. Make sure to come join us. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get going. So here we are. We finished ground school and we passed once again. And so I want to share with you my note taking on the Global, what's been really helpful to me, and how you can do the same very easily, I guarantee. So, what I stumbled upon a couple of years ago was an application called GoodNotes. It's gone through a couple of iterations, but really it's been working really well. And over the years, they've been continuing to improve on the application, so much so that it's become my favorite note-taking application for everything that I do. Now, I'm a note taker. When it comes to learning, I have to. You'll see that my notes can be scribbles. I like to do a little bit of doodling and art, but that's the kindergartner in me. That being said, some of us are audible learners, visual learners, and so on and so forth. And you can see that this application covers everything. So this is not going to be a fancy video. I'm so sorry. I don't have any fancy lighting, recording devices. It's me in my hotel room trying to show you how simple it's going to be. So the first thing that you'll notice is just the organization. When you're coming to GoodNotes, and you can download this on the App Store, but I believe that now it's multi-platform, so your things will populate on different things. You can have multiple folders. So for me, for example, this week I've been living in the Global Express folder. Now I've got a couple of different reference folders where I keep notes. So every single one of my sim sessions, and you can see here I started taking notes back in 2021 here. And every year I keep my notes so that I can learn from the previous sim session and I can prepare for the next one. Now, typically I would live in a document called systems. This is where I've been collecting all the systems, and for ease of use, I've named them the same as they would appear in the FCOM of the Global. So I can go back and forth quite easily from the FCOM into GoodNotes and find where my notes are and also continue to work on them. One of the ones that I have been working on, for example, recently is my ice protection, ice and rain. So here I am, and I'll just open it to show you. So you can see that this one is pretty rudimentary. I've got a little drawing going on here. But the nice thing about this workflow is that every time that I create a new document, it can look and feel however I want it to. You can see that here, for example, I've got a single, like a regular page. I like the squared one because it helps me kind of keep straight. And here, I've simply taken a screenshot of the FCOM and I started literally just tracing around the aircraft. Why I do this is because ultimately it allows me to start putting my own notes without all of their own arrows. And I could do something akin to, let's see here, for example, if I go to hydraulics, I'll show you exactly what I mean. And so by tracing the aircraft itself, what I can do is something like this, for example. Here I have trace the aircraft, and I can start putting on my own notes on the systems and everything like this, and make the links as I want them to be. Additionally to this, I just want to show you a different way of doing it. Now, some people, or might want to separate their notes in a slightly different way. Here, for example, I split the limitation page in two, just for the sake of being able to put more material at the same time. And I started, take two. And I started to put all my limitations for the aircraft with the differences, for example. And here, once again, how do I do this? Well, simply superimpose a picture from the FCOM of the aircraft and then trace over it. It's that easy, and it allows you to do different things, such as putting your notes. So again, superimposition, and you can see that this is a dark template, dark squared, whereas I've started more and more using the white, simply because the pictures coming out of the FCOM are white. Now, some of you might be asking me, well, JD, this is a very fancy setup. I mean, I probably can't do this, can I? And the answer is yes, you can. And most new EFBs nowadays come with the stylus, and if it doesn't, it's a very cheap investment, which I would highly suggest that you do. Now, the biggest thing that you can do to make this setup work for you is the screen protector. Now, there's no particular brand in specific that I can recommend. Just look for a screen protector for your iPad, your EFB, that goes along the line or is called something like Paper Feel. Now, you'll find on Amazon, probably any sort of companies that sell you a Paper Feel screen protector for your EFB, for your iPad. Find the right one for your model and put it on. And what I can tell you is that it turns that glass surface, or even any other screen protector that feels more like ceramic or plasticky, and it gives you a little grit on it that makes a world of difference when you're writing, and it makes it feel so much more natural. So that is by far the best thing you can do. Now let's keep going, because that's not all. So one of the features that I've enjoyed, for example, is the ability to record lectures while I'm listening to them, or when I'm in the class. So you can quite easily start recording, but here was one of the recordings from the fuel class from last year.
Just keep it simple. What type of a page is this?
Okay, so it used to be that you would get the auto transcript as well, but as you can see now, Goodreads is getting fancier and fancier, and like everybody else is trying to upsell AI generated notes. So if you're going to want a transcript, I would suggest probably a different application than that. But if you just want the audio, then this is perfect. There's no limitations, and you can easily record it while you're taking your notes. So you can go back over it and review things in your hotel room, for example. So that's really it. There's no magical thing. What I really, really enjoy about it is the different features. Now I'll run you through them. So first of all, I'm going to start here at the new document section. You can see that whenever I open a new one, it'll ask me what kind of notebook I want. Here I can quickly write the name of it. So I'll say test, for example. There you go. I got the word put in properly. And it created the template. Now, if I'm not happy with the template, I can quickly come over here, change the template, and make it any other color, size, rotation, and so on. But to me, squared white paper works great. Now, a couple of features that you're going to want to know, simply because they work great, is my ability to say right. And so, hello, global life. Now, let's say that this wasn't the right, say, pizzazz. Double tap. And these are the same features that you would get anywhere else. So, for example, if you're using ForeFlight with a stylus, double tapping is going to do the same thing and bring in the eraser. And so Hello, global life. Okay, perfect. Now I like this a lot. Quickly here, I can change the size of it. But let's say that I'm really being technical, and today I'm going to bring in a picture of something. Call it, I really want to talk about my generators today. So I bring in the pictures of my generators. Perfect. For some reason, it brought in two. I'm back here now, and I need to highlight the fact that generator number one is going to be important. I'm not going to go too fast. Here, I'll go to the stroke settings, and you can see that I can simply select from where I am, whichever size, and I can go solid, dash, dotted. I can change the pen thickness pretty quickly. If you want more in-depth tutorials, honestly, I can share more with you that other people have done better. This is just me trying to show you how I'm able to put together the work that I do. And so, excellent. I now get one of these, and I say important. But not only is it important, I'd like to highlight the fact that it's important. So I'll select my highlighter, come over here, and highlight this. Now, one of the really cool features of GoodNotes is simply that you can also do everything is geared towards helping you learn. And so, for example, if I went into some of my limitations references that I've saved here, you can see that I can quickly upload PDF, for example. So not everything has to be handwritten or anything, but I can upload a document that already exists as a PDF and bring it into here as a document of its own. And now it's created a page that I can edit like I want. One of the cool features here is this little masking tape. And so as I'm learning my limitation, I can tap and remove it. You can see that little masking tape feature there. Super, super helpful. And this is what I do when I'm trying to learn my limitations. And I go through, I answer the question, then I reveal it. It's a little bit like having a flashcard. It's perfect for learning. So we've gone through a couple of things like the masking tape feature, the audio feature. We've talked about bringing in synoptics or pictures that you can then trace over to write, create your own and simply make notes as you go. So I really like it. To me, it's a super powerful tool that allows me to be really ambivalent, bring things in that I need to either trace over, make my own notes, and learn from in my very own colorful way. So, if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. Send me a message. Now, while this is meant to be a complete tutorial about GoodNotes, I just want to show you a couple of things that work really well. Leave a comment below, and I'd be very happy to answer anything that you have. If you have a different technique, a different software, or even a better way that you like to learn, for example. And here I'm talking about specific tools. Do you use AI? I'd love to hear about it. So put that in the comments below. Speaking of learning AI, different platforms and softwares, I'd love to remind you once again that we just started a brand new community, so on School. If you want to join us, the link is down below. Come join. It's free to join in a moment. I'm trying to add classes there as I go. If you really want to nerd out about the global, there's a masterclass there just for you. Otherwise, as I learn, I share with you just as I do here. So my hope is that you can get a ton of value out of it. But for the most part, I'm really hoping that we can build a beautiful community of pilots, whether you're a professional, a hobbyist, whatever. If you just love flying and aviation and you want to be with other people who are the same as you, come join. It's free, it's fun, and it's made for you by me. And I hope to see you there. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace out.